Today we're going to have a look at the broken integration between Apple's video editing apps, iMovie and Final Cut Pro 10, and the three places you might store and organize audio and video files: the Finder, the Photos, and the Voice Memo apps. In particular, we'll see why iCloud is so important for the usefulness of these apps, and how that is even more broken. Let's start with why you should care. In Big Sur, Apple made a huge step forward by enhancing the Photos app to allow all the edits you could previously do on photos to be applied to videos. One of the critical edit functions for iMovie users is to rotate a video by a small amount to straighten horizons, but the color correction functions are a real boon as well. The second reason to care applies primarily to people who shoot their videos or record their audio on an iPhone. And that's a lot of people. If you're using the Apple Photos app and you have iCloud Photos enabled, every picture and video you shoot is automatically uploaded to iCloud and downloaded to all your devices, including your Mac, where you most likely do your video editing. The same is true for voice memos, where you might be recording your audio on an iPhone or iPad, but want to include the audio in a video edit on your Mac. In theory, this means that no manual intervention is required to transport your audio and videos for editing, but as we'll see, Apple needs to fix what's broken before it's usable. Last but not least, by using iCloud as a backing store for your hard drive, in theory you can keep as many video files around as you need and not run out of space, or at least up to the 2 terabytes in the largest plan. As we'll see, this is hopelessly broken with the Photos app and partially busted with the Finder. You would think Apple would want people to do this to sell more iCloud storage. The first Apple screw-up is the broken drag and drop between the Photos app and both iMovie and Final Cut. The dragging works just fine because you can drop a photo or video into Keynote perfectly. But if you try to do the same to a video editor, it gets degraded into a 1K photo. The Voice Memos app is even more broken. If you try to drag and drop an audio file into a video editor, it simply refuses to do it. The good news is that if you point your Finder to your username, library, application support, com.apple.voicememos, recordings, you'll find M4A files that contain all your voice memos, and these files can be dragged and dropped into iMovie or Final Cut. What Apple does provide in both iMovie and Final Cut is this crappy Photos browser, which is dog slow, tough to navigate, and totally ignorant of iCloud. If you're browsing an album looking for media and it is not currently downloaded, it's simply invisible. But if you go to the Photos app, there's no indicator telling you it isn't downloaded until you try to open it full screen. Both Final Cut and iMovie can then refuse to make it visible to you for hours, even if you exit the app and restart it to clear any caches. What I normally do to work around this inexcusable problem is to export the unmodified original video from the Photos app to a temporary Finder photo or the desktop, then drag and drop it into the video editor. Many video creators don't bother with the Photos app and keep all their media in file system folders. The good news is, at least there, Apple tells you if the file is not downloaded from iCloud with a little icon. But if it is not downloaded, you cannot drag and drop it into either iMovie nor Final Cut. You have to force a download, then bring it in to edit. I hope this video has clarified for you how Apple has screwed up the integration of its video editing tools and the apps it provides for managing audio and video media files. For what it's worth, I continue to use the Photos and Voice Memo apps to manage my media because when I'm out in the field, I want the security of having my work backed up to iCloud as soon as I have a wireless connection. The workarounds I've shown you today are cumbersome, but workable. And I sure hope Apple recognizes their mistakes and fixes this mess in the near future. Thanks for watching, and as always, please click like or subscribe if this video was helpful to you. Take care.